Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Control. Joining me is LadyMage,
Hello.
along with her cat ears.
Which is... And, we broke everything!
Yeah, things got bad, and now we have a pit.
That was just the top of the nail? How much deeper does the foundation go?
Good question.
Entry day plus 118. I have changed, though it's hard to know how or why. I no longer need tools to detect the house's veins, to hear it breathe. I can feel its blood churning beneath my bare feet. I have added my own illustrations to the walls, trying to solve some mystery that the oldest house whispers to me. I have to avoid the it as I do so. They haunt me. I don't blame them. They're just following the pillar's orders. Even poor Adam doesn't seem to recognize me anymore. I've spent a long time contemplating the etchings of the tree and its roots. Did you know this city used to be a forest? I wonder if our oldest house wore a different face back then. Or if it was always here. A 21st century office building since time immemorial. Can a place know the future? Can it change its skin? Can it wander? I always thought the esoteric world was my father's, not mine. But here, in this sacred place, I finally understand his devotion and his awe.
Taking it is exactly as seriously as you would expect me to take it by showing a close-up of the cat ears.
Well, to be fair, this might be something beyond both the board and the former's scope.
So the crystals are growing at us again.
The crystals are growing like crazy here. It's almost like they're trying to stop me.
Astral spike. HRA was damaged. The board said it.
When Marshall blew up the nail, the board attacked her. I don't fucking like it.
Oh, that's not good. Marshall's HRA was damaged when she came down here.
Oh. Oh. That means...
That means we probably gotta fight her.
we've got to fight... They killed Marshall?
Yep.
Unless she did something like kill herself before she got hissified.
We got another control point down here at least.
Nobody else hears the house. Their ears are too full of lies. We were shown the way inside so we could help. But all we've done is fall victim to the same parasite. I should have seen the web earlier. The strands between Northmore, the pillar, the gun, the end. What hope do we have? Thrown into this conflict beyond our comprehension. I've decided to rejoin the Bureau in the upper levels, to end my long absence spent in the Foundation. Northmore will be angry at me for disobeying him. That's just his way. But I don't care. I need to remain in the oldest house to help however I can. I doubt I can steer the Bureau back on the right course, but I have to try. How did I go so long without a purpose? Without devotion? I can hardly remember how it felt. I realize how grateful I am to Father for setting me on this path. I wish I could tell him that.
Director Faden here. I need a ranger dispatched to my position.
The Hiss are in for it now.
Unless that Hiss is Marshall.
Marshall? You're alive.
Soon you will no longer recognize us, or yourself, or him, or her, or them. Family is dead. The walls are broken, but yellow and red in the eye.
God damn it.
Inverted is made right. Leave your
Fuckers take everything. I am not letting you take this.
You've always been the new you. You want this to be true.
Oh, this is gonna hurt! Not in a, oh, this is going to hurt in a, oh wait, but, oh, game, why?
She can destroy the crystals too.
And she can knock us off the platforms.
Oh, fun!
Oh, it didn't reset the fight though.
That's good. I am mad though. But now the former's talking to us in the middle of a fight.
They sent us help.
Damn! I'm guessing the former doesn't like the Hiss, the board doesn't like the Hiss. Nobody likes you, Hiss! Go away! Nobody likes you!
What? Out of ammo? explains why the board wasn't answering what's causing the quakes. Marshall came down here to stop this. I should have been with her. I could have saved her, but I can still save everyone else.
Marshall wouldn't let you go with her. She went on her own without telling you. This is not your fault, Jesse.
Yeah, but Jesse is not the type to let that go.
Well, fuck you too. Oh, I'll be sure to. Let's play it
Pretty sure they
smart.
can hear you.
They don't need to know I'm onto them. Not yet, anyway.
Okay, this is gonna get interesting. So, that should be the last of the Hiss corruption.
Well, it'll still be hanging out, but, you know. I don't think we're that lucky. Nothing I can reach. The trick is to figure out how to get out of here. I think that was the former.
The nail is secure. The Hiss can't touch it. I can't undo the astral bleeding in the Foundation, but at least it's stopped.
Along with the seismic activity. You did it, Jesse. Did you ever find Marshall?
I did. She's gone. She died thinking she'd save the Bureau. Not a bad way to go. I wasn't ready for this crisis. I didn't even see it coming. But I promise I'll be ready for the next one. I mean, what good is a director who can't hold her bureau together?
Oh. So,
I thought I know how to handle things, now that I'm the director. Clearly, it's not that simple. I need to choose a direction for the Bureau. It should be one that serves our goals, not the board's. Whatever those are. I need to lead my way.
Do we do anything?
I don't know.
Try moving. Oh, shit!
That's it. You have anything to add to this, Emily?
Now that this nail business is handled, I should probably be getting back to executive. But maybe I'll keep poking around. Just for a little bit. Has the nail been doing anything since we restored it? Define anything. Anything unusual?
Define unusual. Yeah.
Emily. Sorry. But the answer is a whopping yes. Now that it's whole, the nail is emitting a constant field of, well, think of it like low-level radiation. It seems to suppress any biological matter it encounters. This explains why nothing grows here and why the Bureau had to abandon the area. Prolonged exposure would certainly begin affecting neural processes. Wait. Was the field created when I cleansed the nail? I considered that, but the nail's readings are quite different from the ones I recorded at the cleanse control points. I think the nail's field is purely of its own making. In fact, I think it would passively prevent any His corruption, like the HRAs do. Which makes me wonder what actually occurred when you cleansed the nail. I've been wondering about that myself.
Did the board let the hiss corrupt the nail? Did they want me to cleanse it? If so, why?
What do you know about Director Northmore? Well, he was Director Trench's predecessor, and Northmore's famous for being the first board-appointed director. See, before we found the oldest house, directors were picked by committees of old men in suits, drinking cognac and smoking cigars or whatever. You know, standard, uninteresting methods. I think the word you're looking for is bureaucratic. Or antiquated. Regardless, Northmore was eventually forced to... Well, we don't need to go into that. Strangely, the only two board-appointed directors left the position under unusual circumstances. If the board appoints a director, then how do they retire them? I doubt they go out and buy you a gold watch. Sorry, Jesse, I didn't mean to imply that... Don't worry. If anyone's getting shown the door, it's them.
And here's the thing about retired directors, from what I've gleaned from a lot of reading.
Yeah.
Trench did not commit suicide. It looked like it, but no, the board basically seized control of the service weapon and killed him with it.
He was corrupted by the hiss, though.
Yep. So that's why they killed him. He corrupted the oldest house with the hiss, and the board decided they were tired of him.
Well, I wouldn't blame him in that direction.
So,
but what about Northmore?
Northmore, from what I read, he was never killed. Remember, he was never... It was never put into a... They never had a date of death or anything like that on any certificates or paperwork. From what I've read, Northmore had absorbed so much power, he basically began to emit it. And it wasn't just Trench, it was a team basically got Northmore to surrender, and he is inside the power plant. He's the source of power for the oldest house right now.
Okay, so the source of power is an old retired dude. Good to know.
At least if what I've read is correct.
What are they gonna do to Jessie?
Who knows? Maybe she'll never age. Maybe she'll remain the director forever. Who knows?
She's planning on going up against the board.
Well, she's not so much going against the board as she's going for the people.
Yeah.
That also brings us to other things, but let's wait till after we see what we get to say about the former here.
What do you know about an entity named Former? I can't say I've heard of it. You got any details for me? Well, imagine a one-eyed bug thing. I think it was a part of the board, but then something happened, and now it's... separate? Interesting. See, I always wondered if the board was some sort of entity or a group or a conglomerate of linked consciousnesses, but this supports the group theory. Although it could have undergone some sort of corporeal exile. Too many unknowns to form a working hypothesis yet, but I can prioritize this matter in future astral dives if you think it's important. Fortune favors the prepared. Do it. I'm gonna keep looking around. I wish I could go with you, but I still need 30 hours of training before I can do field work. We'll work on that.
Aww.
So yeah, I think we've answered all the real questions. Except for maybe, who or what was Ati?
Well, our working theory right now, Norse god.
Either a Norse god or Norse hero, a legendary Finnish hero. Which, I mean, that would be historically accurate because there was a Finnish hero named Ati. Well, let's see the final things that we have around here. I think that's specifically talking about the spikes. The happy fun balls.
Jesse Dylan Faden?
Jesse / Dylan.
Yeah. Dylan's in a coma, remember?
Yep.
I snuck into the Foundation through a back door, I know. Had to get ahead of the hiss. Just a matter of bypassing the ritual protections. Luckily, the board's as distracted as the rest of the Bureau. I had to put on a brave face up there, but the situation is the worst I've ever seen. We're getting back on our feet, but we've already lost so much. Trench is dead. Darling is somewhere. I'm the only one left. But I still have a job to do. Keep the hiss back. There's not enough HRAs to spare, so I'll have to make do with what I've got. Frankly, I don't even know what will happen if the hiss take the nail. Trench made it sound like it'd be the end of the world. He was never one to exaggerate. Well, orders are orders, even if they come from a dead man.
Oh. I'm going to get into my theory about how the hiss affects people. You see, I think that, I don't know if I did it in the ending of the main game, but the hiss seem to take advantage of people who have a less than stable mental state.
I mean, you did mention you thought the hiss had a tendency to go after people who were in positions of authority.
Well, that's advantageous, but also people who are in very ill mental states. Like, Dylan was not a happy person. He did not want to be there. He missed his sister. He was angry at his sister. And you know how you're having a bad day, so your mental defenses are a little down?
See, I
That,
see where you're going with that, but here's the thing.
yeah.
For all we know, Tomasi, Salvador, and Marshall were all fairly stable.
Tomasi also had a bit of an ego and a rivalry with Darling. He could
Yeah,
have
but
taken advantage of
that doesn't tend towards mental, mental impairment of anything. He was just a jackass.
That's what I mean. The fact that he was a jackass might have been their opening.
Well, in that case, everyone has those days where they're jackass, so everyone's susceptible to it. So I don't think that was a big. I don't know if that was so much a big key. I think it was just the fact that they could invade and made more use of the ones that actually had things they could exploit.
Yeah, that's probably part of it too. Again, this is just me figuring out. The thing is, Marshall lasted very long against them, probably even with that HRE damaged. I get the feeling she was also a little bit in mourning. Because she said, Darling is somewhere. Trench is dead. Those were her friends.
Assuming she had anybody she considered a friend.
Those were the closest.
Because she does not seem like a person that considers people friendly. You know?
Yeah. It's the closest you can think of.
The thing is, she probably respected Trench, Darling,
Yeah.
Salvador, and Tomasi as being leadership like her. But, I don't think, then again, I just don't think the Hiss really, really cared as long as they could take over the person.
Yeah, I think that was their default, is take over the person. But I'm just saying, I think some people were more susceptible than others. And of course, Jesse had the advantage of Polaris.
Yep. But anybody who did not have Polaris or an HRA was eventually taken over.
The fact that Marshall's got damaged.
Yep. Meant she got taken over.
Which sucks.
Anyway.
We are gonna need a new head of security. We are gonna need a new person, and we've got it.
Arish has other jobs, though.
Yeah, so we don't have a replacement for Marshall. Shit.
We don't have a replacement for anyone except Darling.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, Salvador was Rangers.
No, Marshall was Ranger. Salvador was what Arish is taking over for.
Okay, so we had a replacement for Salvador.
That's it, though.
Salvador, yeah. We don't have a replacement for Tomasi or for Marshall.
Nope.
I'm gonna be honest, I have a feeling that, because obviously she's just gonna pick people that she meshes with, Jesse might have the most stable group, because apparently the head of research and the director end up coming to blows a lot of the time.
Well, remember, Trench and Darling were actually pretty close.
Yeah, but the Hiss took over Trench.
Once the Hiss got to Trench, that's when the divide happened.
Yeah, but I'm saying is that's what happened there. And it seems like with Northmore and the other guy, there was no love lost.
Yeah, that was not a good relationship from the start.
Yeah, clearly. Northmore was,
Northmore was kind of a jerk. From all accounts they've got. So anyway, we have one more hotline thing here.
I'm scared.
I tried to get out after the detonation, but the astral spike came out of nowhere. I escaped, but my HRA was damaged. I'd bet a year's salary the board sent it. We never did see eye to eye. They have too much control over Trench, the Bureau, the House. They make themselves part of every important process. Nothing a little C4 can't fix. 2 birds, 1 bomb. Christ, what a mess. But I stopped the hiss. I did it. If Faden did her part, then the Bureau's safe. Until the next thing. Jessie has good reason to hate the Bureau. But that could be what we need right now. She won't follow the same path. Won't fall into the same traps. She'll lead her way. So, Director Faden, here's my last lesson. You can't save everybody.
Not a bad lesson to pass on.
No, but that hurts. Marshall respected us.
Yep.
Oh my god, that oof. That like you weren't sure how Marshall felt about you and she was just following orders, but hearing that, we earned her fucking respect. Oh, excuse me, my heart hurts.
You know we would fix that, right?
God damn it, I'm having this emotional moment. I'm near tears, Sarat. I was actually about to start crying. You wouldn't. You fucking... No, literally, I was about to start crying when Marshall said that. I literally was about to cry. We're gonna watch the rejected episode, aren't we?
No, I don't think I'd watch the rejected episode. But no matter what, that's pretty much everything for Control that I can think of.
Yeah, it got me with a gut punch. Shit.